Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make something really delicious for the fall. It's for my maple Dijon chicken with wild rice, dried cranberries, and pecans. This dinner might look super fancy, but it is a cinch to put together, and I'm going to show you how to time it out so that the chicken and the rice is ready at the same time. So the first thing you want to do is season your chicken. So I have 2.5 pounds of bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. I really like using the chicken thighs because they stay nice and tender and juicy once they start to simmer in the sauce in the oven. And then you're also going to add a little bit of dried rosemary on top. Once the pan is nice and hot, you can lay in your chicken thighs, skin side down, flip them over once they are nice and golden brown, and let them go another 1 to 2 minutes on the other side. And then you can place it in your casserole dish that you're going to place in the oven. Now that all of our chicken has been seared, we are going to caramelize our shallots in the existing chicken fat. So do not rinse out this pan. There's a ton of flavor in there. We're going to use it for our shallots. I have a 1/2 cup of sliced shallots that have been sliced just into like little half moons. Then you can season your shallots with a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. There, and then once they start to get nice and caramelized and crispy like that, then we are going to just add them right to our chicken. The shallots have absorbed all of the chicken fat and the juices. We don't want to take what's in the pan and just pour it on top of the chicken because you'll end up with a lot of extra fat. We just want the flavor that has absorbed into the shallots. Look at this. This is looking quite delicious, just the way it is, but we are going to be adding a fantastic sauce on top of all of this. Now for our delicious sauce. In a bowl, you're going to add a 1/4 cup of pure maple syrup. Make sure that it says pure maple syrup on it. If it says grade B, even better. That'll give you even more maple flavor. I would stay away from anything that's like in a plastic bottle labeled pancake syrup. That's gonna have all other kinds of additives in it. And then you also wanna add a 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard. The combination of the sweet maple syrup with the savory Dijon is such a great flavor combination. And then to balance out the sweetness a bit, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and 1 garlic clove, and a 1/2 cup of chicken broth. There. And you can just whisk that all together, and then we are going to pour it all over our chicken. Then I have 6 rosemary sprigs that I've cut in half, and then you want to nestle the rosemary sprigs in the sauce. And this is going to infuse our sauce with a delicious rosemary flavor. And then we're going to place this in a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven so that the skin can continue to get nice and crispy for just 25 minutes. And while the chicken's in the oven, we can make our rice. So I have 1 cup of rice here. You really can use any rice you like, but I like these sort of wild rice blends that have a little bit of white rice, a little bit of wild rice, and some brown rice. I think it's a good mixture for the fall. So you first want to take a tablespoon of butter and melt it in a pot. Make sure it's a pot that you have a matching lid for because we are going to have to cook this rice covered. Now, I am a fan of rinsing the rice before I cook it. It just removes a lot of the starchiness and will make your rice a lot less gluey. Then you want to add the rice to your pan with the melted butter. And I do this just to get the rice to be a little bit toasty. It adds, I think, a little bit more flavor to your rice when it's done. And then after about 5 minutes or so, then we can add our broth. So I'm using 2.5 cups of chicken broth. You could use water. I like the chicken broth because I just find, again, you just get a lot more flavor in your rice. And then just a little bit of salt to taste. I don't add too much salt if I'm using the chicken broth because the chicken broth has a lot of flavor in it and sometimes it can also be a little bit salty. Go ahead and cover it. I like to just have a little bit of air peeking through just so the whole thing doesn't boil over. And then put it on a medium-high heat for 20 minutes. So 20 minutes has passed, and this is what your rice should look like. And that is perfect for steaming up our cranberries. So I have a 1/2 cup of dried cranberries that we're gonna add to our rice. Give it a stir and put your lid back on and let it go for another 5 minutes. All right, our rice is almost done and our chicken is done. Let's take it out. Yummy. Ta-da! And now you can see just how delicious this chicken looks. The crispy skin, the beautiful sauce that it's made. And this is going to be so delicious with our rice. All right, you can see our rice is done. Our cranberries are nice and plumped up. And then you can toss in a 1/2 cup of chopped pecans. You can stir that up. I typically serve everybody 2 chicken thighs. And then, of course, you need to make sure you have enough of the sauce. Because you see, what's so delicious about this is that the rice soaks up the delicious sauce, and then you have the sweet and savory combination of the chicken, the crunch of the pecans, and those warm, delicious cranberries. Because those warm, plump cranberries are just to die for. Mm. Mm. This is so good. This is my idea of a perfect Sunday night dinner in the fall. It's sweet, it's savory, it's got everything going for it. I hope you guys give this one a try and let me know what you think, and I'll see you back here next time. Until then, bye.